Gotta grace myself with the right to ace over non-believers. Yeah, get up, don't say shit when you don't do shit. Nah, don't say shit when you don't do shit.
What's going on, guys? It's DJ Alexander Padei here with Padei Professionals, my first blog post, hopefully the first of many. And today I want to talk to you about something that's been really important to my career, and that is having a diversity of skill sets and how it's affected my career and my ability to succeed and to be useful to people. So to start off with, I want to sort of demonstrate what I'm talking about with a story. You know, I put out 2 EPs in the last year, and with both of them, I designed the music, you know, with my collaborator Tatiana Line. We wrote it, we produced it, we mixed it, and we mastered it. But we also created the album art, and we created a music video and developed a marketing campaign to push the thing forward and get 50 people to come to a launch party at what was called Monroe at the time. Now it's La Fabrica. It's up in Cambridge. Great club. And to be honest with you, you know, the entire thing was pretty terrible. You know, not Tatiana's work. She did a great job. Always does. But in terms of the production, in terms of the quality of the art, you know, the video, you know, with each of those things, there were a lot of things that we just did not know, right? Because we were learning. You know, we were learning how to, you know, create video content. We were learning about lighting and conversion of files, you know, with the, you know, design of the marketing materials. You know, we were learning how to keep things consistent, and it took us a lot of time, right? So things were of varying degrees of quality, but you know what? We did it. We got something in front of people. We put it out there. That stuff is still there, despite the fact that the things I do today are much better. I am not embarrassed by it, and neither is she. And you know, the fact of the matter is that having that proof of concept is what got new people to join our team. And it's what got people to sort of latch on and to show us what we were doing right and what we weren't doing right. You know, we had a photographer and a videographer join us. The videographer ended up helping us make a much higher fidelity video for the next EP, which we released about 6 months later. You know, a photographer helped us keep things consistent, created some great photo content for us. And, you know, ultimately when we launched our new EP 6 months later from the first, everything from the production to the video content to everything was streamlined, and it was much better. And now the stuff that we're doing today, both in terms of the quality of the music and of the marketing and everything around it, is of a much higher quality. And we wouldn't have gotten there if we hadn't been willing to put something out there and ask people what they thought, and ask people to look at it and take us seriously as professionals, even though we had a long way to go. It was the respect of the beginner process that I still stand by that helped me get to where I am today, as opposed to still being back over there today. So there's a lot of different skills that I've employed, you know, to my own benefit to help me to move forward until somebody comes along who can fill that spot, and then I can give that creative job to them so that I can grow in the more central areas that I believe in and that I'm most passionate about. But I'm also open about doing the job myself when I have to. So that, and ultimately, you know, having learned those skills, I'm able to communicate with my team of people better than if I didn't understand it at all and I was closed off from it. But that's really not the only reason why you should learn a wide variety of skills. Because learning a wide variety of skills, whether your center is as a DJ or a photographer or a marketer or whatever, can help you because it helps other people. You know, I work with a lot of DJs on creative projects that are not DJing. You know, I'm working with DJ Tone Terra to create a bunch of video content after a bunch of his parties. You know, I'm working with another guy named No Bueno on a music video for a track that's coming out. And, you know, these are projects that I'm legitimately having fun doing, even though, you know, people really know me, many people know me as like the DJ guy, right? You know, it helps me connect with other people. It helps me to build a network. It also, by the way, creates really great side income streams, right? But, you know, in helping other people, you build relationships that are going to help you down the line. Learn to barter with people, right? Let me help you out. First of all, because I like you and because you're a friend. And second of all, maybe I'll have a track coming out that I need some advice on. Maybe I can call on you to help me out. Or maybe I need an opening DJ. Or maybe I need somebody to take photos because I'm already booked and I can't handle this job. There's a bunch of different ways that being helpful to people can really open doors. In fact, I've gotten jobs as a marketer from DJing gigs, and I've gotten a job as a DJ from past marketing gigs. Like, both directions, you know what I mean? So, it's not that the skills are worthwhile as individual skills. They start to cross-pollinate each other in really valuable ways for your professional success and your financial stability even. So, I highly recommend that you start learning a wide variety of skills so that you can help other people, so that you can grow your network, so that you can be useful and not just be the DJ. So, to close, I just want to talk about the devil's advocate for a second here. Wait a minute, Alex. If I just become the best DJ that ever was, I shouldn't need to worry about all that. I shouldn't have to, be going into skills I don't care about or what have you. And, to an extent, that's true. I actually agree. You got to make sure that you're practicing your craft. You should be focused heavily on how can I be better at what it is I want to do. Don't ever let that go. But don't also close yourself off to other skills, because at the end of the day, the logic of being the best DJ is similar to the logic of being the best athlete, right? Unless you're in the top 5, more like 1%, maybe less than 1%, honestly, of athletes, you're not really going anywhere. You're not going to get paid for that, right? And it's so much easier and easier to become a DJ nowadays. It's so much easier and easier to become a photographer nowadays, in fact, because you can use your phone. You can DJ off your laptop. The barrier to entry is so low that there's so many DJs out there. And one thing that, clubs are doing across the world is paying DJs less and less. And this is something that will probably happen to other creative industries as well. Unless you are the best, unless you're Calvin Harris, you're not going to get paid tens of thousands of dollars. And if you do, it's going to take you a really, really long time. So, in the interest of even getting you in that direction, whether that's ultimately your goal or, it's not, it's usually best to start thinking about building a wider skill set, because it's going to be much easier for you to get booked consistently as a DJ who also really knows how to market himself and take photos and create content, or as a photographer who also understands the business side or the marketing side of things and knows how to create a wide variety of content. So there is value in width, breadth, because it can actually help you get to a point professionally where you can focus more on the depth. And even if you don't want to focus on the depth, well, especially if you don't want to focus on the depth, you should think about a breadth of skills, because it's that combination of skills that's going to be unique to you and is going to make you valuable to people in a specific way. You're going to be able to think in a way that nobody else can think. You're going to be able to produce content and produce value in a way that nobody else can, because nobody else has that specific combination of skills. So, in closing, I recommend, based on my personal experience, learn a wide variety of skills, especially creatively, because obviously, if you're the creative type, you're watching this video, maybe you don't want to learn Excel sheets. I mean, if you can, do it. But oftentimes, learning how to be creative in a wide variety of ways is a great way to open yourself up and push yourself forward creatively, get booked more, make more friends, lift people up, and that's ultimately what you want. Thanks.